Doing a little moto camping at Tillamook State Forest at the confluence of Elk Creek and the Wilson River. Really nice campground. I'll give you a little tour of the place. $15 a night. Not too shabby. Now we'll take a walk down to my campground. Show you the facilities first. There's a big warning on the door. Use at your own risk during the pandemic. There's the other one. There's an empty campsite there, and some people are in a campsite just above it. There are a few campers here, but it's really quiet. 14 total campsites, and I believe only 3 are taken. Here's mine. There's the motorcycle all put away that got us here. Here's a nice bench. I've been cutting firewood with this handy portable saw. It works really good. Some fire starters that also work great. Lighter, of course. Brought some extra large biodegradable wet wipes. Unscented, alcohol-free, pH balanced. Survive the dust, survive the sweat. Here's my kitchen. A jet boil. Boils water in about 30 seconds. It's got an indicator on here that once these are all lit up, the water's boiling. Takes about 30 seconds. Then you can pour the water out of here. If I want to make coffee, I've got the Java drip. Just boil some water in there, and pour it into the filter and funnel. In here, brought some Costco Kirkland fine grind. I normally don't go so low budget on the coffee, but this is pretty good actually out at camp. Put some grounds in there, pour the boiling water in, and drink the coffee right out of the mug. It's got a little lid. You want to keep a lid on it. Works great. Camp suds, some soap, biodegradable. Here's my water. Hydro Pack holds 3 liters, which is about 6 16-ounce bottles. Enough to stay hydrated for a day. And I forgot to show you, there's a water well pump up by check-in that I go up and replenish it. I just hang this off the side of the bags on the bike when I'm riding. Here's the dry bag for the kitchen, more or less. All that kitchen stuff goes in here. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Got a power pack to charge things up. I'm charging the GPS right now. Garmin motorcycle GPS. Took me about 2.5 hours to get here because the Garmin took me on a twisty road all through the back country. It was actually pretty nice. It's normally only about an hour, a little over an hour from our house to get here. Here's the food pack. I've been eating Mountain House, freeze-dried. Probably have rice and chicken tonight. I had beef stroganoff last night and a kind of a sausage and eggs breakfast mix this morning. Another rice and chicken. Save it for next trip. This is what I had last night, beef stroganoff and noodles. With this, you just boil the required amount of water in the jet boil, pour it in the pack, stir it, let it sit for 5 minutes, stir it again, let it sit for 4 minutes, and you eat it right out of the bag. With my long-handled camp spoon. I think there's one other. Yeah, granola for breakfast tomorrow morning. Granola with milk and blueberries. Here's the shelter bag. Pretty empty now. But that carries the tent and other shelter items, which I'll show you now. Here's the tent. It's an REI Co-op Passage 2 tent. With the floor, and it came as a package deal. I got a really good deal on it. It came with sleeping bag and sleeping pad. show you inside. It was a little bit chilly last night. I was kind of warm starting out, and see, here's the pad. The nice mummy bag rated for 30 degrees. And a Kelty pillow. And then I got an extra sleeping bag, mummy bag liner that I got in initially when I went to bed, and then got a little warm and took it off, and then I woke up in the middle of the night, I don't know what time it was, a little cold, so I put on some warmer clothes and stuffed myself into the mummy bag liner and then into the bag, and felt pretty good. The only thing that got a little chilly was my head at that point. So, and then you can see up above hanging is a little battery powered light. That thing smashes up into a little about the size of a hockey puck for easy packing. So I had plenty of light. And I got my iPad over there so I can listen to podcasts or whatever if I want, so choose, while I'm going to sleep. And then plenty of room in the tent to store a bunch of things like your helmet and your coat and extra clothes. Keep the mosquitoes out. Mosquitoes aren't too bad here, but there were a few last night. There's my big Agnes camp chair. That thing is great. It's a little on the big side, but I wanted one that I didn't, you know, fall down when I sat in it, so it's a good height. And it packs up into a nice small package that goes in the big bag here at the bottom. Packs up nice. Here's my fire pit and firewood. This thing I need this log I need a big axe for, or a big long handled axe, which I don't have, but I used my saw to saw this little kind of thick stuff, and then the bigger stuff I just sawed these this morning. So I think, and then I found this one, so I've been scrounging wood. So with that kindling over there, this thing's still wet. It's waterlogged. I found it down by the creek, and it's not burning very well. But all of this should make for a good fire tonight. Keep it going. Then I might be able to throw this big one on too for good measure. I'll show you the creek. Now let's go. Let's take the shortcut. I have to go off a mini cliff here. And they've got a nice day use area down here. This is where I visited earlier, just to scout the place out. This is beautiful Elk Creek. My camp's just right up there. So I was serenaded by the creek last night as I was sleeping. This is just upstream of the Wilson River, which is a beautiful river. But I really like this creek. I've seen a fisherman or two down here. I don't know if they're catching anything, but probably some steelhead in here at certain times. Maybe some trout. Nice little beach here. Really nice spot. I like it here. We've camped on Gales Creek before, which is a little, about 7 miles toward Portland. And it was nice, but I think this is nicer. It's a beautiful day. Had to put my coat and sock hat and gloves on this morning, but it's warming right up. Might have to shed a layer here pretty quick. So that's it, Elk Creek Campground. There are several other campsites down that way. I think there was one group down there last night, and they're leaving. And then some other campers showed up this morning, and they're set up somewhere down there. And then there's a couple camped up here just above me. And that's it. I guess it's still a little too chilly for the fair weather campers, but it's really nice. So that's it. That's the humble campsite. Stay here today and then pack up and head home tomorrow.